India has directed its airlines to inspect fuel switches on various Boeing aircraft models, following a deadly Air India crash that claimed 260 lives. South Korea is preparing to issue a similar directive, as global concern mounts over the safety of fuel switch locks. The move comes even as Boeing and the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration maintain that these components are safe. But scrutiny intensified after a preliminary report on the crash revealed that both fuel switches had unexpectedly flipped from run to cutoff shortly after takeoff. One pilot, caught on the cockpit voice recorder, asked the other why the fuel was shut off, only to hear, "I didn't do it." The report also pointed to a 2018 FAA advisory, which recommended, but did not require, airlines flying Boeing models, including the 787, to inspect fuel cutoff switch locks to prevent accidental activation. In response, India's Directorate General of Civil Aviation has ordered checks on Boeing 787s, 737s, and other models, aligning with actions already being taken by airlines both in India and internationally. As the world's third-largest aviation market, India's decision carries significant weight. Boeing aircraft form the backbone of 3 out of the country's 4 largest carriers. Globally, airlines like Australia's Qantas and Japan's ANA said they've been following the 2018 FAA guidance for years. Others, like Singapore Airlines, have launched fresh inspections, confirming their 787 fleets are operating normally. South Korea's Transport Ministry has announced plans to carry out inspections based on the same 2018 advisory. Korean Air has already begun proactively checking fuel control systems and says it's ready to comply with any additional safety measures. Meanwhile, Air India, which operates Boeing 787s and 737s, began its own checks over the weekend. No issues have been found so far, and inspections are nearly complete, according to a source familiar with the matter. The report noted that while the crash aircraft had undergone component replacements in 2019 and 2023, the FAA advisory was not followed, since it wasn't mandatory. Still, Air India CEO Campbell Wilson stated in an internal memo that there were no signs of mechanical failure or maintenance lapses. Boeing referred all inquiries to the FAA, which has yet to comment. Despite the concerns, Boeing shares rose 1.6% on Monday, with no new safety directives issued for 787 jets or their engines.